Hey guys, it's SF, and like I said, 500 subscribers, I'll show you my box for NA and JP. And here is my JP box. And of course, thank you to all the subscribers. Last time I showed my box was February, and a whole lot changed. Now this is an account that I've actually put in money to, so don't be like really be amazed of my luck. But there are some good drop. I did roll some good monsters and stuff like that, and I did get lucky sometimes. So it is. I'm not gonna say how much I paid, but just be aware that it is an account that I actually put money in, and why I put money in it is just because for not to get better monsters, it's just to play with different monsters. I guess there is a difference. I'm not really like really pissed off if I don't get like a Lucifer or like a Napoleon or like whatever is out there. But I get happy if I do get them, and of course I'll be happy for getting like all the other monsters that are not at that level of OPness. Like even like if I got a Beelzebub, then sure, why not? I'll try to make the best use of them, and I did, I guess. But here's a lot of my 6-star. A lot of them, not as many 6 stars I think as in my NA account, but I'm not sure. But I'll probably skip over the ones that I've shown in my NA box. You can check that out. But like Arthur, I got Arthur, 2 Mustangs, and Independence, Royce, Lee Ninsu, and of course I got a Margaret. I just randomly rolled her after I got Izanami, so but whatever. She did get what you call it, a berry, evil berry slot after the new update, as well as Saigo Takamori and Noma. Pretty much don't need to introduce those guys. Red Swagger, this guy has a same Stalkin strength, so bounce monsters get like a thousand attack. Other monsters, Belfig Gore. She is the ascended form because it's better later in the game. Right now in NA, the evolved form is better just because of the dungeons out there. But once you hit where JP is at, then Ascender, she becomes more usable there in those dungeons. I do have a Beelzebub in evolved form. Sasuke. Sasuke got a buff with his strike shot, where his strike shot deals big damage to shields, which I'm thinking of a dungeon that does that. Probably Titanium, which is a good monster. Not a bad easy dungeon. It is an easy dungeon, but just play with Sasuke for a while. And then Kali, this is the evolved form. Lately the ascend form has better uses in terms of dungeons like Daigokuten and Satellite, but I do keep her as the evolved form for speed up, and she is a very good pick for temple farming. Temple of Heroes time dungeon in the light time dungeon, of course the fire one as well. So there's some uses. Of course Hades, good for Muramasa. Eclipse, I got 2 Sandas in this account as well. Hunter King, I got that as well. Mozart, one of my favorite monsters right now. I try to bring her as much as I can, but her stretch up becomes like really powerful, as well as her no warp gauge, just like what Valkyrie did. Valkyrie had after the buff, so she got no warp gauge, and her stretch up becomes more powerful with the homing along with her laser. Uesugi Kenshin, don't need to really introduce that. This guy's a limited monster. It hasn't hit NA yet. I don't know if it will, but it's probably just there like waiting. It's not like a copyright issue or something like that, so it's just when they ever want to release it, they want to release it. But Flight and Aetherian Slayer, Pierce, but a homing Piercer 18, very good for scorpions. I did it. I play with them in Busted, which has a lot of scorpions in it, so a very good monster for that. Although not really good for the Slayer in terms of the boss, but like it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Of course, Migi, Striker Migi, but of course, copyright issues might not be in NA anytime soon. Next one of my favorite Hatcher monsters, Low Lady. Still my favorite because of her homing. This girl has genius, so as the able bear, so 50% experience. So most of my team is max luck in terms of normal dungeon farming. So max luck, low lady, and some homing monster like either like Murasame or like something to that effect. And I do have two like Murasames, and then there's two Yomis there as well. Next one is Gilgamesh. Very good. This is the evolved form, beautiful for Kushinada. Makes it very stable. Unlike Noma, which requires some positioning for the final bar. But if you can get to the final bar without Noma, then Gilgamesh basically takes over that spot. Kuchilin, Pierce. This girl has what's that called? Kin like speed, kin speed, I think. So yeah, not that bad. In terms of other hatcher monsters, do have Gray, and I do have Yeti. Oruga, I did make two, but they're not max luck and whatever. They're not max luck or whatever, so don't worry about that. Next two are the limited dungeons after the Santa Zeus or Santa Claus. Arias, not that great, but a no warp and rebound laser S8s and just crazy homing for the bomb combo, not that great. Next one is Tokugawa Yoshimune. I tried to max luck her when she first came out on New Year's, but I didn't have the time and it was really late in the night, like when the dungeons are up, so I didn't really finish it. So it's at luck 60. So she becomes a piercing type, kind of like her sister Yoshinobu, and then homing 18, and then she is a demon slayer and a low damage wall. Next one, Ashra, very good. Zhangfei, one of my more recent roles. Minesweeper, no warp, good for Daigokuten, and I think that's the only dungeon. Wall bouncing, strike shot, and vertical laser L, and she has the same hit type. So style, kin, strength. And what other hatcher monsters I have? Porthos, this guy is the Ascended version. A lot of people recommend the Evolved version because of the Demon's Bane and the Harley X strike shot. So that's really good, but I kept it as the Ascended form just because I wanted some variety. Of course, if you just have Porthos, then of course the Evolved version is kind of better. It depends. The Evolved version, you can use it for the Jester series in terms of normal dungeon farming, and it's a really good monster. Strike shot becomes a Pierce type, homing 18 for the bomb combo, but a recovery monster, which is really good, and very high HP for a recovery monster. So I kept that as the Ascended version, but if you do want like some DPS source, then of course the Evolved version is better. Who else is there? TMNT guys, Louis the 13th, Ghost. Of course, I'll go over to the Max Luck department soon. Next one, Ascended Independence. Why I did that is just because I have a dupe, an extra Independence, and this girl is better for Bull King for the Journey of the West series. So if you guys want to max luck that guy, then this Montana's the Ascended Independence is a lot better. Next one is Cinderella, another one of my recent pulls, and then basically a Minesweeper version of Teeny, and then she has same type. So speed types get 750 more HP. This is S class. She does have low HP, so it's not that bad. Doraemon. Next one, Juliet. No damage wall. Strike shot hits the boss. Shows weak spots of the boss. And then homing destruction 8 and the homing and the meteor destruction, which does like 100,000. And then her fruit is a psychic. It's only 10%. I do want an S class, but it does amp up her homing destruction, which not homing destruction, the meteor destruction. I don't know by how much, but the base is 110k, and then if you add 10% to it, that's a lot more. A lot more, probably like 120k or 30k. But next one, 3 money stones, because why not? And next one is Karu and Shinji. Synchro, no gravity barrier, meteor strike shot, very good because it lowers the enemy's attacks for like there's a chance of that. And then homing pierce to 8 and lock on one way M for the bump, and then he has this, and then he has style, kin, speed. And then next hatcher monster is Harley X. Harley X, no gravity barrier, SS turn reduction, strike shot, basically the same as Ashura, and then cross laser L. Her fruit is the class kin strength 2000, so 2000. So stack, so dream team of stacking all 3 Harley X's is in progress. If I ever get more Harley X's. And then the last one, the rest are just farmables. There is RD, Deathcore RD, Queen Butterfly RD, Daigokuten, very very good. I want another one at least. I do want to make 3 of them, but probably not to be. But some other hatcher monsters, farmable monsters that you probably don't know about is this guy, Yokozuna Kokuho. So his abilities is Viviloft Slayer M, and then a Fiend Slayer M. Not that strong because he doesn't have any no abilities, but he does have a blast for if you guys blast, which is really really good. If you guys actually farm for max luck, then he is very good for like the likes of Surtur. I don't know who else is there. Emerald Dragon, I guess. I don't know. There's not many Viviloft monsters, but there are a lot of Fiend monsters out there. So, and then recently I did pull during one of my streams Guan Yu. Guan Yu over here. I haven't touched him ever since I rolled him because I was busy with another monster. And that monster is... where is he? This guy. This guy is Dark Muramasa. And by the time you probably see this, this guy will be ascended and max leveled. I am missing just a divine shard. If I can show you. So that's the evolve. I'm just missing one divine shard. So after that I can just ascend him and then he'll become really really good. Now let's look at my max luck. I guess not as much as NA, I think. I'm pretty sure. I do have 6. Not bad actually. But my most recent one I did a 3-hour fest stream. But PCG 3, Demon Slayer M, so 2 times, and then why I did it is because of a strike shot, 8 turn all null strike shot. His uses in terms of dungeons, so Ghost, Death's Coil, Queen Butterfly, and then he's really good for Jester farming, so like the normal dungeon Jester, because he can just pop his ulti, pop his strike shot, and then negate the no gravity barriers in some of those floors. Next one is Alexander, which helped me in farming PCG3, but a higher version of Okuta Soji. Mech Slayer, no damage wall monster. Strike shot becomes a piercing type, and then vertical laser L, very good for Asha, and then of course PCG3, but very good for Asha. And Vendetta is really good because there's a lot of mech mobs there. But yeah. Next one is Eva 13. No warp, no gravity barrier. Strike shot is a bash and a cross laser, and then piercing homing piercer 8. Very good for Izanami farming, and of course Jester farming if you wanted to use it for that. But he can be fit into a lot of no gravity barrier dungeons. But mainly in terms of impossibles, he's probably better than Queen Butterfly in terms of Izanami. Next one is Ghost. I'm still waiting for one of the Ascension materials to come back. In JP, it hasn't come back for like 2 weeks ever since I max lucked him. But no gravity barrier. Once he ascends, he has a command strike shot and then blast bump for the bump combo. Hopefully, the next time you see this guy, it will be ascended. I hope. Next one is my very first max luck, and it's Mosto Terebi-chan. It was a very very stressful max luck. Of course, every first max luck is always the hardest one in my opinion. Whether you're whether you're really good at the game or not, the first one is always the hardest one. And then what he is Ethron Slayer, and no warp, Strike Shot is a meteor, and then Blast Bump for the bump combo. Very good for Visceron and Fenrir because they're both Ethernet monsters. And then of course they do have warps in that dungeon as well. But what I use this guy for is to max lock Yoshinobu. Yoshinobu this is the evolve form, very self-explanatory. I bet a lot of you guys know what she does. But piercing, strike shot, and then homing destruction 8. And then some monsters I've been working on, not much I think. I did try to farm Yeti with Telebi, but I haven't been doing that much. This is me plus transferring, I think. Am I actually plus transferring? Yeah, I have been plus transferring. So luck 60 with that low pluses. So my luck for Mega Fusion is really low. But and I have started. I did try to go for Louis the 13th, but I did lose track. I didn't really specifically like set a date. Like whenever she's up, I just like go and farm. But I will sometime in the near future. But those two are pretty much the ones that I'm working on, I think. Of course, Queen Butterfly and Dust Claw, I don't really want to max lock them because I already have them in NA. So not really much point of me using max locking them, and I don't really want to see their dungeons ever again. But yeah, very but that's pretty much. I do have a second Uesugi Kenshin. I might evolve her just because why not, but that's pretty low on my priority list. But other things, not really sure about all the other monsters that I have in terms of 5 stars or just like regular good monsters. But that's pretty much it for me. Yeah, there's not much. But that's pretty much for my JP account. And of course, thank you for the 500 subscribers. And of course, I'll be working hard for future videos as well. So I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.